With these Sleep Outfitters brand promises, you can rest assured you made the right purchase.
Find the mattress set you purchased from us at an advertised lower price, and I'll refund you 120% of the difference. That's our price promise.
Not comfortable on your new mattress set within 120 nights? We'll exchange it for one that's just right for you. See our website for complete details. Plus, ask about low-rate financing options and free delivery at Sleep Outfitters.
The best price on the best brands, guaranteed.
Hello, and welcome to the Tennessean's very first Bernard Pollard Show. We are brought to you this week and every week this season by Sleep Outfitters. I'm Jessica Bliss. I am a Tennessean reporter, and I'm going to serve as the host of your show for this season. In a couple of minutes, we're going to bring up a couple of my colleagues, Jim Wyatt, John Glennon, Tennessean Titans beat reporters, and, of course, Bernard Pollard, and our esteemed columnist, Mr. David Clymer. But before we get there, I want to tell you a little bit about how we're going to run the show. First off, we are thrilled to be here live at Moe's Barbecue in Cool Springs. Thanks for being here, everybody. And we're also really excited to be streaming live on Tennessean.com. We're going to be there every week. So if you can't make it here for the show, be sure to check us out there. We're going to start each show with a little bit of one-on-one time with Bernard. We're going to talk a little bit about what life is like in Nashville, how the season's going, that kind of thing. In our second segment, we're going to bring up John Glennon and Jim Wyatt, and they're going to really get into the nitty-gritty of football. They're going to talk about last week's game. How about that win in Kansas City? Great season opener. Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to spin forward to the next week's game. In our third segment, we're going to have Bernard and David Clymer, our columnist, and Bernard is going to be joined each week with a special guest. This week we have Jarrell Casey in the house. Yeah. And David is going to talk to the guys a little bit about what's going on in the league, the news, what's happening around the league. And then to close, we are going to go out to you guys, the audience. We're going to take some live questions here. We're also going to be soliciting some questions on social media. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask Bernard or Jarrell or our guys, go ahead and tweet them out now, #PollardShow. And we're going to have some great prizes for you guys. We've got some Tennessee Titans tickets. We've got some autographed paraphernalia, all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be great. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We want to bring up Bernard. He is a veteran NFL safety. He is in his second year with the Titans. And he is known on field for his bone-crushing hits, his smack talk, and I hear an interesting bathroom invention that hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about later on in the show.
Don't forget my ring.
Oh, clearly, obviously. So, hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, it's great to have you here, thank you.
Thank you.
So I wanted to start off just talking a little bit about, I know you've done this kind of stuff before. Tell us a little bit about what you want to get out of this show.
Well, I think the biggest thing, first and foremost, is just the interaction with the fans, the interaction with so many people who just, they don't get a chance to come in and see us up close and personal, ask us the questions, kind of get to know us. So, that's one thing that I love to do. Obviously, I went to school for communication, so, I love talking. Sometimes I talk too much, but it's okay.
No, never. Well, and the fans here, they're going to get a great opportunity to come up and meet you after the show, so that's going to be awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I want to talk to you a little bit about Nashville. You're in your second year here. Tell me a little bit about being in the city and what you like.
It's that Southern hospitality. For me, it's kind of that Midwest life, kind of, sort of. It's not too fast. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's welcome, myself and my family, and we're truly blessed to be here.
Do you have any favorite spots that you go into Nashville?
Not really. We kind of just, especially during football season, I kind of just chill a little bit. But Friday nights are, my wife and I date nights or whatever. So we kind of we venture off to certain places. We like the Southern. We like Bob's Steakhouse. So they're not paying me, so I'm not gonna sit there and keep shouting them out.
So talk a little bit about this time of year and what it's like for you as a player, from your schedule, prepping for games, that kind of thing.
Right now it's just, I'm a routine guy. So, I'm in like today. I went in, I ran, I got in the cold tub, hot tub. I did a couple things to kind of do some maintenance on my body. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll be back to practice. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are pretty much our hard days or whatever. And it's time to knock heads on Sunday.
How does this compare to the other NFL cities that you've been in?
Coach Wiz is similar to Gary Kubiak, who I had in Houston, and so he's a guy who he wants us at full speed, 100% health on Sunday, and when we say 100% health, you're not really going to be at 100% on Sunday. Once training camp and everything starts, as football players, we're never going to see 100% ever again until we get that 2.5, 3 months after the season is over with.
How do you deal with that as a player? I mean, knowing that your body is going to get banged up and it's going to continue to get banged up.
Well, coming into this thing, I think we all as football players know and understand what we're getting ourselves into. We're not, like I've said before, I've never seen one player give a check back. So we all know that this is, you're gonna get bruises, you're gonna break things. You might get a season or a career-ending injury. That's just what it is. At this game, at the drop of a dime, anybody can get hurt. Nobody is, it's not inevitable for anybody.
Let's talk a little bit about this past week and how you guys were feeling going into week 1.
Well, it was, we expect to win every game that we play. Is that reality? No. We're not going to win every game. But I think, going into the game on Sunday at Arrowhead, nobody gave us a shot. And for us, and Casey can tell you the same thing. We go in, and it's about us. It's about this brotherhood in the locker room. It's about our fans. It's about this coaching staff and how we prepare throughout the week. We had a great practices all week long. It was consistent all week. We knew going in that it was going to be a good football game. We gave them everything that we had, and the score showed it.
You talk about that brotherhood in the locker room. You talk a little bit about developing that. I mean, is it mostly with your fellow position players, that kind of thing? And how important is that going into the season? Well,
I think, it's about the position group, but at the same time, it's about everybody. You have to have camaraderie in the weight, or I'm about to say in the weight room, but in the locker room with all type of guys, and we all talk with each other. With Case and them, they always playing cards. They always got a card game going. The linemen always got a card game going. Get a chance to just laugh and joke. Obviously, when we lifting weights, and then when we're doing our maintenance, in the whirlpools and everything else, and the treatments, we all get a chance to just kind of talk and laugh, to get to know each other. And we do our dinners, and doing the dinners and the lunches and everything else. That just gives us that much more time to gel together.
Yeah. Are you guys, when you're having that time together, I mean, are you talking a lot of football, or are you guys talking family and
right.
That kind of thing?
Well, some of it's football. Obviously, when our iPads are out, we're watching some film. We're kind of letting each other know what plays or what players to look out for. But for the most part, it's a lot of joking. We joke a lot, and you have to have that. We go all week long, and when practice is in, we're locked in into our game mode. If I would say, but for the most part, we're joking, we're laughing, and I mean, if we're not talking about family, we're talking about family, and I'm talking about the jokes and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's no filter. We don't, everybody's open, and we have fun.
Yeah. So I mean, are you guys getting ready for the next week? I mean, are you thrilled about the win? I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, after Sunday, it's a 24-hour period, where you can where we enjoy the win. Obviously, we enjoyed that win. When it came Monday, we made the corrections in film. But we all move forward. We have to look forward to the Dallas Cowboys, who's going to come in the LP field and try to steal a victory from us. We have to go out, and I take this. That's one thing I do take serious. When we play at home, we have to play for that city, for our city, for our organization, for our fans. And this team is coming here, and we have to let them know they came into a dog pen, and it's going to go down when they get here.
Great.